And the media and the Arab world likes to talk about the big bad Israel. Well, take a look at this map, if you would. Okay, now here you've got the Arab world and Persia, Iran here, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, here's Africa, Sudan, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, okay, Turkey's up there, and little tiny Israel right there, about the size of New Jersey. Now in terms of land, if you see Israel right here below Lebanon, okay, so how big is Israel? Israel's 12,877 square miles, less than New Jersey. 10 of them could fit into Minnesota, about 7 into the state of Illinois. The Arab world, the 21 countries surrounding Israel, 8.36 million square miles. So Israel is 1/16 of the total of all of this. And they gave up in the the Sinai down here, 38,300 square miles for peace. In the Sinai, Gaza, the West Bank. So when you're thinking about the Middle East, look how tiny little Israel is. Now the Bible said it was much bigger. It was a lot bigger area of Syria, Jordan, Iraq, lots of that area. But Israel's now just a tiny little sliver trying to defend itself. It's one of the great countries in the world, surrounded by all these nations that want to defeat it. And just take a look at how small. It's unbelievable. And did you know that there's 1.4 million Arabs who are citizens of Israel? 20% of Israel's population is Arab. There's lots of Arabs that sit in the Israeli government. How many Jews sit in any of the Arab governments? How many Arab governments have governments and not just dictatorships? So you think about that the next time you're thinking about the Middle East and the situation, how tiny little Israel, and they want to carve up that tiny little space into two countries, give another one to the so-called Palestinians, when that whole area was called Palestine by the Romans originally, and they were all Jews. And now they say there's this Palestinian people that want to take a big chunk of Israel, make it 9 miles wide. Imagine that, 9 miles wide. So when you're thinking about the Middle East and the 6 wars Israel's fought just to survive against the enemies from day one of its existence, just trying to survive as the Bible promised the Jewish state, and as the League of Nations promised, and as Britain promised, the God in the Bible promised, history promised, Abraham's pledge from God. Think about all that. Think about this landmass and the map, and how tiny little Israel is trying to survive in the sea of all of this hostility. And now surrounding it, look, you got Libya, which is probably going to be Islamic Jihadist state, now that Gaddafi's gone. You've got Egypt, now Mubarak's gone, it's going to be a Muslim Brotherhood-led state. The Sudan just split in two. You got Lebanon up here, run by Hezbollah with 60,000 missiles aimed at Israel. Then you got Syria, where Assad is fighting, and he's no friend of Israel, although there's been peace, and if he goes, which he may, be replaced by another Islamic state. You've got Iraq, where American troops are. Then you got Iran over here, which is trying to develop nuclear arms, and it can reach anywhere in this area and said it's going to destroy Israel. You got Saudi Arabia financing kind of a very, very extreme form of Islam, Wahhabi Islam. Yemen, you've got Israel in this mess. Why did God give that land to Israel? Well, God did, and Israel's trying to survive there. But just remember this map. Shalom.